Hey, so today's video is going to build off of the systems I was talking about yesterday. And here's a current system I'm operating on where I can just come home and shoot a video. So tomorrow is going to be 40 below or 35 below here in Chicago. And I just got home just from as the temperatures are dropping. But again, I'm able to walk in and set up the video and start shooting. So I talk about this in the systems video yesterday. Check that out if you haven't. But the idea of different types of systems, not just in theory, but what are these 6 different types of systems? I talked about that yesterday. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about this other video that kind of had a few comments and got some feedback on the idea of making cold showers as brushing your teeth, and just the idea of anything that's tough or hard or challenging, and just reflipping the mindset of making it just kind of like mundane and normal in terms of like things like brushing your teeth. And I think just tying it to the theme of the channel here is the idea of reading as ritual. Um, and so, with that, I'll say you want to be able to set up your life where you're not doing too much that's outside your comfort zone. You want to kind of lean into the edge a little bit and be able to explore kind of that space where you kind of lean in. You maybe are in action for an hour or two, and you get a little bit tired, right? So if you're engaging in things like reading as ritual, it's for me that's looking at books that are going to challenge my perspective. I'm going to learn something new. Maybe I'm going to enhance something an extra 1%. And yes, there's reading for fun and for leisure, a lot of novels or whatever, Harry Potter, what have you. But I encourage people, a lot of wisdom's contained in these books online or on these free YouTube videos where you have a 7 hour, 8 hour audiobook, engaging in that kind of content. So in today's world with short form videos, I don't think it's any coincidence we're seeing higher rates of depression and anxiety. You're seeing shorter attention spans, and people just don't dig into it long enough to actually see some results. So again, I look at it as what are the habits and routines and rituals where by engaging in every day, I'm able to grow that extra 1% and align with sort of the mission, the values, the passion around something that I want to look back on in a year or two and be like, yes, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I, set my environment up to have that kind of success. And so that's what I think about here, where I'm able to walk into a place and just shoot a video like that without thinking too much about it. So just like cold showers is brushing your teeth, and just like reading is brushing your teeth, it's sort of like just do that one thing every day. Ideally, do it first thing in the morning. If you're looking at like a big work event or work task, or if you're, let's say for me, another good example, highly recommend it, was I used to stack up books in front of my television. And so if I want to come home and watch some TV, I had to literally pick up the books and move them. And every time I would do that, I would essentially look at all the books that I really wanted to read. I had every good intention to do it, and they were just staring back at me. So by moving the books, that was an extra step. It created some resistance towards my goal, and I would often just pick up the book and I'd be like, you know what, I've been meaning to read this book for 2 years. Let's just read through it. And all of a sudden, I would sort of commit to reading, 2 pages a day, and that quickly got to 5 pages in 15 minutes. And so try to setting up, I look at it as, what in my environment can I do to make everything more natural. And again, it's not about being perfect, right? Like even on these videos, it's not about creating something that's scripted and curated with a lot of imagery and, pulling in as many people as I can. It's about engaging in the habit in a way where you're learning a little bit more, you're growing a little bit more, it's sustainable, it's easy to do and also easy not to do, right? Those sort of habits. And it's easy not to film the video, it's easy not to go to the gym. But again, going back to the identity level, it's, what do I want to look back on? Who am I trying to become? What person am I today? And again, leaning into the art of fulfillment, the art of joy. So again, rambling about a lot of different topics, but it comes back to the idea of set up your environment and engage in something where there's no resistance to it. If you're finding the resistance, retweak the system. Check out the video from yesterday. Set up those systems so you don't have to rely on willpower. And even if you're thinking, I don't really want to do that, it's almost, it's almost, it's easy to do, easy not to do, but you want to set it up in a way where you're able to lean into your slight edge. you're able to get the one thing done, and you're able to enjoy the process. So leave a comment if you got something out of this video, leave a like, and subscribe for more content. Till next time.